This is the only intermediate art tutorial that has ever been made on YouTube. Now, I'm more of a painter than a drawer, but it's important for us to level up both skills. And I am not just going to tell you to draw simple shapes, because this is not a beginner's tutorial. But I can tell, just by looking at you, you're pretty good. So, how can we get better at drawing?
Stealing, theft. I like pilfering. I'm a sneaky poacher.
But why? Why are we doing this? Why are we being little scallywags running around stealing other people's art? Well, I'll tell you. Studying from real life is something that we never stop doing. But at this point in my art journey, I feel that I want to be able to not just copy reality, but enhance it. I want to make it more appealing, more dramatic, more interesting. And by studying the way other people achieve that, I can test out all kinds of different ways to enhance reality. I'm testing out all types of brushes, because at this point, brushes do matter in terms of the different looks you achieve. I'm trying to take note of line quality, stroke direction. These things aren't even present in real life. Like, lines don't actually exist in real life. As beginners, it's best to just study real life. Again, we're never gonna stop doing that. But once we've gotten a decent grasp of the fundamentals, the path to improvement stops being linear. For me, right now, it's very possible that I could increase my skill. I could get a better grasp of the fundamentals. I could theoretically get better at art. It doesn't necessarily mean that I would make better art. It is even possible that I could end up making worse art. Because, I could get better at anatomy, I could get better at structure, but my art could end up being more stiff, more boring. And I'm not saying that because anatomy and structure doesn't matter, but they're not everything. Oh, and I'm using the word steal, but we're not actually gonna post this. Obviously, don't try to claim it as your own. Don't be a shit ass. Now, let's deal some gesture drawings. And when it comes to gesture specifically, studying other people's gestures is really powerful, as opposed to just, doing gesture drawings on your own, which is obviously that's crucial too. But ideally, the best way to study gesture would be to have both a photo reference or a live model and a professional gesture drawing of that same reference or model, because that way you can see the decisions they've made with their gesture, where they put the emphasis, what do they exaggerate. And by comparing a professional's gesture drawing with the reference they've used, you can also understand why they've made those decisions. But even if we can't see the reference they've used, what's great about studying other people's gestures is that there's so many ways to do it. Some people approach it with structure first, some people draw the contour with no construction at all, some people draw with very clean, curved lines, some people draw a bunch of fast and loose lines. All these different methods and all these different styles, they all have their pros and cons, and I can just waltz up, try them all, and take the best of each one. You know how people say, work hard, it's not smart? No, wait, the other way around. Work hard, not smart? No, wait, the other way around. Work hard? Wait, work smart, not hard? That's the one. Let other people get good at art. Then, just study them and steal their knowledge.
Yeah, this is big brain time.
Something that I have noticed, and something I can point out, is when it comes to like drawing here, is the impact of line weight. You might have heard the advice of varying your line quality or drawing like a painter, but what does that mean? So let's draw some abs here because it's an easy example. So sometimes beginners will draw abs as a bunch of like even boxes, right? And it's basically symmetrical, right? It's the exact same on both sides. But what it means to varying your line quality, drawing like a painter, it really means to keep lighting in mind while you draw. And varying your line quality is putting emphasis on the lines where there would be a shadow. Now, after studying other people's art, I think it's best to then either draw stuff from imagination or draw stuff from photo reference and try to like apply what you've learned or just see if you've actually learned anything. I have to hide the reference here because I did some studies of naked people.
I know what sex is, but I won't tell you.
I do not wish to be horny anymore. I just want to be happy.